The Rattled Tattler, read by author Lonnie Ray in Rattled Awake, the Podcaster's Edition, Volume 6. Every edition leaves me wondering which Rattled Awake story to tell you. I want the alert or pivot to be useful. That's why 2 editions are dedicated to alerts about our food. It hits home for us all. Not only will the insight save you money, but also your health. There are some shady things going on that mainstream TV failed to point out. Recently, I learned the FDA has rebranded pregnancy. It is now considered as an illness. And what do doctors do about illnesses? They allegedly tried to get rid of them. Their new classification permitted them to make money by getting quote unquote emergency use authorization, end quote, for the morning after pill. Now, while this may not affect you, the point is they did it. Why else would they do? What else? What else would they do in the same manner is the point. And then today, I heard they've completely removed the requirement for full disclosure on food labels. Yeah, manufacturers can put whatever they want in now. It was sketchy enough with contains genetically modified ingredients. Oh yeah? Like what? On most packaged foods these days. But this is scary, guys. They want to censor speech, but their omissions are just fine. In Rattled Awake Volume 2, and you can get a free download of this chapter on official Rattled Awake Volume 2, you'll find a video you can use muscle testing. It's easy and it will help you discern using your body's higher wisdom away from harmful ingredients. The Rattled Tattler is alerting you to the cost for green energy. Thousands of dolphins, plus. Now, as a sidebar, in 1972, Jim Nolan proved he could directly communicate with orca whales. They met him on the beach at the appointed time, proving his theory. Maybe the powers that be made it illegal to try to communicate with wild dolphins and whales because we might learn a thing or two from them. Who knows? But I'm madder than a hornet. The law was ignored. And the following was reported on December 28th, 2023. And now what we have is the cover of the Rattled Tattler. Breaking news, Volume 6, Don't Look Now. Green energy given permission to abolish thousands of dolphins with sound waves. They were given permission to do this. And there is an article that is linked in which you can see them doing some kind of cleanup on an orca. And the link to the article, which I'm going to review here in this special edition of the Rattled Tattler. If they needed permission, then the danger was already known. Who got paid to allow this to go down? They are all complicit in a heinous crime, using frequency to unalive these beautiful creatures in the name of green energy. Wind farms, specifically. It doesn't matter now that the overseas green energy corporations have pulled out of the project. I think public shaming is in order, frankly. They went into this with malevolent intentions. If a person did that, do you think it would fly? Who shall be held accountable? A faceless corporate logo? Secondly, perhaps we need to look at green energy with more scrutiny. I cannot imagine being killed by sound waves. Dolphins, with their hypersensitivity, must have been screaming underwater. Where are the animal activists? Just quietly? A little too quiet, if you ask me. Why dolphins and whales? They made it illegal to try to communicate with wild dolphins for a reason. Big fine and possible prison time written into law. The MMPA regulatory definitions of level A harassment refers to actions that pose potential harm or discomfort for marine mammals in their native environments, including pursuit, torture, or irritation. And yet permission was granted to do harm. How do you put your name on a doc okaying such clearly illegal activities? Who are you people? What are your thoughts? I'm concerned that this public display of environmental apathy is not the first nor the last. We have to speak up. Silence is compliance. It's like saying, it's okay to keep doing that since you put a pretty name on it, green energy. I'm not okay with these things. Do you think it's fine? Citing the, oh, it's supposed to happen that way concept. Rough. I wonder what else has been damaged by those deadly frequencies, don't you? I prefer this stops for all creatures. Frequency warfare is abominable. Look up Havana syndrome sometime. Yikes, those poor people. Well, what can we do? I'm not sure yet. Awareness is always a good place to start. And yes, please say it forward. As JFK Jr. said, one person can make a difference, and every person should try. These are my views and do not represent the opinions of others that are in this publication. I like to question the narrative. Shouldn't we all? Until next time, I am the Rattled Tattler, Lonnie Ray, editor, Rattled Awake Anthologies.